So I'm gonna let Rudy in the Zoom live right now. So I think Philip invited him to share his story. And again, like I mentioned earlier, he is a member at the Disability Digest, and he'd like to share how he won his case. Hi, Rudy.
Rudy, you're on mute.
I'm going to ask you to unmute.
Here it
Rudy,
comes.
okay, there.
Hey, Rudy.
Hey, how you doing?
Great.
Rudy, thanks for joining.
No problem.
Yes. How can we help you? Did you have something to share with us? Question we could answer?
Well, no, I was just talking to Philip because on June the 5th, I got approved after I had applied for a disability on the 11th of December. I was totally shocked that I got approved that fast because I had just saw the doctors that they had sent me to just at the end of May. I saw the medical doctor, then I saw the psych. They only spent like 20 minutes with me each time. I mean, I didn't think that was a thorough examination for them to find out if there's anything wrong with me, but I just followed the rules, went in and went out, and then I get a call from Social Security Administration and said that I've been approved. I was totally shocked. I thought I was, I thought it was a joke for some reason because, I mean, it's only, 6 months, I think? That makes it 6 months, I think.
Yeah.
That's really good. I will say, one, congratulations. Two,
Thanks.
it's so nice that you came and joined because your story, I hope, inspires people because 6 months is awesome. I don't know. We don't see many 6-month approvals, right?
You can see why I was stunned.
Yeah, yeah, that's great. So do you have any tips, any words of advice, Rudy, for people that are out there, thinking about applying, going through the process, anything that would help them out, like to stay in the game or things to do?
Well, I gave as much as medical information as I could give them. I know that they said they don't go back but 5 years, but I kept throwing in more information because this problem had started with me with my back and my hip since 2007. And they kept telling me, the administration, hey, we don't need that much information. Well, I just thought it was important to let you guys know because I've been watching all your guys' videos on about the medical evidence because the medical evidence is going to tell the story. And, I was learning a lot from you guys. I was learning everything, but I always thought, like I said, everybody had kept telling me your best chance of getting approved is when you get denied twice and then get it at the hearing with the judge. And so I just kept doing everything that they kept telling me. They would call me sometimes asking me, we need some information. And I just did everything they said. In some of your videos, make sure that they get it, that sometimes you have to send it certified. Well, I called them and I don't know how I was able to get through because sometimes you cannot get through to them. You can't just show up anymore.
Yeah.
And like I said, it was just, everything just went my way. Nothing was negative. I don't know how to explain. I don't know what tips I could tell you because, like I said, I was just surprised.
Yeah.
And everything. I did have a lawyer, even the lawyer myself, he told me, are you kidding me? He goes, no. I mean, on the back pay, I didn't get very much. Neither did he, though. I think he only got $241. I go, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't make much on me, I can tell you that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a good success story. I think the key is for people out there that even if you use representation, we still would like to think that we can provide value and tips and things to go through and get approved. Rudy, what state are you in?
Fresno, California.
Fresno, California. All right.
And I use your guys' that little app, that artificial intelligence, that Benny app.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Benny.
I've been trying to pass it on to other people, but they don't tend to listen to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, everybody thought, a lot of people got pissed off at me because they kept saying, well, how did you get approved so fast? I've been on it for 3 years. Some people that had really more conditions than I did, I go, I don't know. I guess I was just at the right place at the right time.
Yeah, I think the word right is what it is. You did some things right. A lot of people, you know, unfortunately, it's statistically, it's just proven that they don't. So that's great. What did you do for work, Rudy, before?
I was a service agent for Hertz Car Rentals over there at the airport. I detailed cars, when people rented cars.
Yep.
So I detailed them. I got them ready. I cleaned them up, the interior, the exterior, and all that. But man, let me tell you, I was suffering really bad when I was working there. Everybody kept telling me, go apply for disability. But I had heard all the horror stories on how long it takes. Sometimes, people don't get it. Some people die waiting for it. And so I never really thought I was going to go through with it until I got cut from my job, because I just couldn't do the work no more. I was suffering really bad.
Yeah.
So I went on state disability for a while because I went and had my hip replaced. And I just decided, you know what? I don't think I can go back anymore. So I just reached out to a lawyer and told him my story and everything. Do you think you can, do you think he'll take my case? He goes, I wouldn't take it if I didn't think I could win. I said, yeah. And he explained to me, the process on what happens. You're probably going to get denied. Maybe 2 more times. You're a better chance because of your age. I'm 64. And because I'm getting close to early retirement and all that you have a higher chance of getting it because of your age. And because I also have a musculoskeletal problem, my back. I have spinal stenosis on top of that. Degenerative disc arthritis. I'm diabetic type 2 and all that. And so I joined up with them. And like he said, he goes, expect to have a long wait. And here we are.
Rudy, whoever started that rumor that you are not able to get approved at the initial application stage, I'd like to meet that person. Because it's just not true. Not true.
I still have a hard time believing it. Sometimes I go on to the Social Security Administration, because I have an account with them, right?
Yeah.
And I have to keep looking at it over and over again. Did I really get approved? I just, even like I said, my friends, everybody was blown away. I go, how did you get approved? So like I tell you, maybe somebody moved me up to the front of the line. I don't know. I just, I did what they asked me to. I provided as much medical evidence as I could. When I went to even see the shrink, the psychiatrist, they only spent 20 minutes with me asking me certain questions, like to spell 2 words, regular, and then to spell it backwards, asking me if I was suicidal, if I was depressed, just basic questions that a psych would do. Maybe not even 20 minutes. And he goes, do you have anything else to say? She asked me, and I said, no. He goes, okay, you're good to go. I'll send my report to the Social Security. And that was it. And that was like around May the 28th. And then, like I said, maybe about a week later, I get that call on the 5th. They were asking me for information from the state disability because they had to calculate on how much I was getting for them. And then they go, by the way, you've been approved. And I go, what? And that's how it happened. I mean, I was stunned. And I go, you know what? I got to tell these guys at Disability Digest now. I know that other people, like I said, what is it? How much is the percentage that you'll get approved right away on the first try? They have statistics
the
on that, right?
national average is 36%, but like our internal figures are much different than that. But we've been doing it for 19 years. So yeah, it's still the opportunity to, there's still an opportunity to get approved.
Yeah, I just completely got blown away because I've read all the people's stories because I had joined up a support group, and nobody ever had any good news on that site. Let me tell you, everybody had, telling me that they've been waiting. Some people are bankrupt. They're homeless, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, and I tried to recommend them to you guys, but either they weren't listening or I don't know. I don't know what happened. Yeah. I tried to pass it on to you guys, but what can I do, right?
So, Rudy, listen, I want to thank you for coming in here and sharing your story. Sure. Congratulations once again. And I want to send you a thank you for your contribution here today. Does Philip or somebody else have your email contact?
Yeah, Philip does have it.
Okay,
Yes.
Phil, just make sure you get that over to me, and we'll send you a little thank you. So, listen, Godspeed. I encourage you. You'll have your next round of benefits coming in, and probably like 18 months or so. So we'd be glad to have Gloria, Philip, or Daphne help you with the next phase of your disability benefit life. So
Sure, sure.
we'll keep in touch with you. All right.
Okay.
All right. Thanks much. Appreciate you joining.
Thanks for
Thanks for
having me.
joining us, Rudy.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Rudy. So, wow, that is a very powerful story. You are a living proof that someone can actually get approved the first time for as long as you do things right. So, yeah, I hope you guys, all of our viewers there, takes inspiration out of that.